first thing we're going to do is locate the Ob2 port. This particular car, of course, it's on the center of the console on the side here, kind of tucked out of the way, but as soon as you plug it in, you'll see that we have a green light on right there in the middle. That's an indication that we are hot and good to go. And this wirelessly communicates through Bluetooth. Really cool about this feature, especially if you're out looking to buy cars, is it is completely wireless. So as you're looking at other stuff, you can be carrying around the tablet, waiting for everything to populate. So once we have this plugged in, let's turn the computer on. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about today is this 906TS, whether or not it's a good value for someone that buys cars from that perspective. Obviously, it's good for someone trying to fix cars because they can diagnostically they'll have a little advantage, and it's it's pretty quick and it's pretty detailed, pretty nice little system. However, we're somewhere where we need to buy a car. This is just us, this machine, and the seller, and we need to know, is there anything hidden? This particular car we're scanning, I drove. It felt pretty good. I do have a check engine light on. So let's see what happens. So I'm right here, real time. Check engine. We're gonna go ahead up here. We can find the VIN number, auto detect. I'm trying to do this, guys, for you so you can see it without being you too drunk. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in a. All right, quick, pulls its own VIN, no problem. Let's okay it. All right, now it's gonna ask you which one it is. I happen to know it's right here. Okay, then it's gonna verify. Now this is us in the field right now. It's a 2007. It's like 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready to buy this thing. So let's see. It's an 07, which is correct. It is an Eclipse, all that good stuff. It is the V6. So let's just go ahead and say yes. Okay, so right here we got. This is what's important to us, the diagnostic portion of this. Pre-scan, diagnostic, hot function, programming. But right now we need diagnosing because we're getting ready to spend our money. So we're just going to auto scan this car. And like I said, this is us against the world. Someone's trying to take your money from you, and you have to decide whether your hard-earned money is going into this vehicle for a flip or not. And immediately, let's see, we have 2 faults. For the engine, 3 for the airbag, 3 for the immobilizer. And it's just this crazy. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you want to know. Oh, we got 5 faults in the air conditioner. See, it's cold out right now, so I wouldn't even probably paid much attention to that. I would have seen if it kicked on, but now we know we have more problems. So it'll go through it, and each one of these is a module that is designed, it's kind of like think of it as like just miniature computers that are all connected to another computer, and they all kind of work together. But each one of these is a module that, handles its own little thing. Air conditioner module, so we're kind of waiting for it to get to rocking and rolling here. Okay. We can see up in the top corner right here where it says 90%. This is where she's getting closer, so we just kind of watch that feed on up. It does take a minute now. That's the thing about getting a really good diagnostic system. It doesn't happen. Would you like to attach any photos? No, this is just for us, so we don't need any photos. All right, so let's see how many modules. We have 9 modules. And it looks like 3, 5, another 3. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15. Okay, 16. We have 16 faults. Okay, so that tells us we have a little deeper than normal. So what we want to do now is we want to see what each one of these modules could tell us, especially as you're getting ready to buy the car. So we're going to hit the side button over here. and jump into that module. And as you can see, it gives us a lot of good information. But the first thing we want to know is, what's the code? Okay, oxygen sensor. We've got intake manifold, tuning valve, stored P660, 037. So that, nothing I'm really that serious about. Moving into it. Airbag could be kind of important. So let's see what we got on an airbag system. Okay. We're going to read the codes on that. Oh, so that, and now I know for a fact they had a battery placed in this, and we have voltage extraordinary low. So I'm thinking maybe that has to do with the battery. Maybe a lot of these do. But you know, the thing is now this is expensive, so let's see what we got going on here. Air conditioning. Okay, read codes. I love the touch screen on this thing. See how convenient it is just to sit up there. Air mix, dampener motor, air outlet changeover, dynamic range air. Okay, so I'm not sure if like one of these is the basis, but we know that we have something going on in the AC. So in my mind, I'm already putting $100 bills with this problem. Okay. Now, we move past that. Let's see what we got here. And we're just going to read some codes. Sunroof timeout, not equipped. Okay, no big deal. Not sure what that's about. Pretty sure it's not a sunroof delete. Okay, and okay, so that's about it. So long story short, and anything if you wanted to do, let's just say that up here where we were like, we jumped into this module for the faults, right? And we were on the check engine, right? And we went to live data, okay? And so I just started it up. And this to give you an idea, if you know, I'm just saying, if you want to see if the map sensor's working, engine load, you know what the electrical is on that, Tpms, anything you can dream of that this computer's keeping up with. Yeah, there you go, the fuel level gauge, that's a pretty important one. The pressure sensor. So there's a lot of things in here. Here's the big deal, the cranking signal. When you go to try to start it, where it'll tell you whether that's on. Here's another thing cool too, AC load signal, so when you push the button it'll turn on or off. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Actually, okay, AC load signal on. Okay, so not changing it at all. That tells you a little bit about what you got going on there. All right, neutral switch, AC compressor relay is on. My guess it has low stuff in it. O2 sensors, this is great. Really helps you identify which one's bad. And guys, why this is so important, when you're looking at these cars, you really, I mean, it's you, then you're subbing it out the work to someone else, and you really need to have an educated decision before you jump on here. So now, this vehicle, I'm probably going to negotiate for about $900 back of where I was at about 20 minutes ago. So wish me luck. Of course, I'm going to look at this car cosmetically and every other way. But this particular unit, guys, will definitely save you some money. Like I said on this, because I'm able to look deep inside of it, I realize that there is value to be had with this vehicle. But if I pay them too much, I'm going to lose. But by having this equipment, I'm able to save myself that money. Of course, it's taken us a good 5-6 minutes, ever how long. And away we go. So, and you know, here's the thing. You can take this to your customer or the seller and say, look, can you explain to me why I have 20 DTC codes? Because they don't just happen for the fun of it. There's something wrong. And you know what they're all going to say? Well, you know, it's an old car, blah, blah, blah. Great, it's an old car, costs money to fix. So this gives you the power you need to be able to negotiate down so you can still make money and do it. And one other little feature this little system has, you see it's got the Tpms module. I think that's killer. That's why I got this machine, is because I wanted the Tpms, because I've lost a ton of money on Tpms paying people to do that junk. And basically there's nothing to it. It's a real stupid module. But this computer alleviates that. Also, I think it's important, we'll get into it some other time, if you do happen to change a simple part and you need to program it, not a problem. You can program stuff with this. You can put some key codes in. You can do all kinds of neat stuff, but you know, all those are different videos for different days. Meanwhile, thanks for watching. The Car Man is back at you, baby. I hope you enjoyed. Try to buy the cars cheap and sell them high. Later, baby.